So, in the beginning of this film, we are introduced to two sisters who were working for a new church, Sister Paxton and Sister Bernice. They had to bring new members for the church. The people who accepted their offer were going to go to their house and give them an invitation to the church. On the way, these two sisters meet some girls who bully Sister Paxton, and Sister Paxton starts crying in pain, which tells us that she is very innocent and very kind-hearted. Seeing this, Sister Bernice tells them that you have to strengthen yourself. Nothing will happen by crying like this in life. Anyway, while talking, these people had reached the destination. On the way, it started raining, and they were both drenched. These people had come to Mr. Reed's house, who really had to ask him some questions. Mr. Reed calls them inside the house, but Bernice says, "No, we can't come inside. There is a rule in our church that if there is no lady in the house, then we don't go inside the house." Then Mr. Reed said, "I have a wife and she's making blueberry pies in the kitchen." She was also getting the smell of blueberries from the house. So agreeing to him, they both went inside the house. They parked their cycles outside. After reaching home, they took off their wet coat and gave it to Mr. Reed and sat there. Mr. Reed told him that his wife will come to meet him in a while. Don't worry. Here Mr. Reed asks him about his old life. We also know that they both grew up in the same church. Mr. Reed asks them, "Do you believe in God?" They both said yes. He now shows them the Book of Mormon, which was written by Joseph Smith. According to him, he did not believe in any religion before, but when he was in trouble, an angel came to help him. After that, he believed in religion and God. Mr. Reed asks them, "Do you think Joseph Smith's words are true?" To which they both say, "Yes, this is absolutely true. God is also a part of this world." He now asks another question. "Do you believe in another life after death?" To which they both said yes. Sister Paxton says, "When I die, I will sit on the fingers of my loved ones like a butterfly, and I will tell them that I am with them even after death." Then he asks him, "Is it okay for a man to marry more?" Paxton immediately says, "It is not okay in my opinion." Then he asks him, "Why? Your church members follow this rule." Then Sister Bernice says, "Yes, it is like that, but it is because our church members want to teach their members. And the more members of a family, the more church members will grow. That's why they kept this rule." On which the man said, "No, it was not like that. I tell you, Joseph married more for his entertainment, and following him, these people started getting married more, and gave the name of religion to all of them." Hearing this, both sisters were very surprised. This man had more knowledge than them. Then he told them that I have read a lot of religions, and my conclusion so far is that the more you read a religion, you will feel that you know them less for it. After this, he gets up and goes to the room from the lounge, and says that if you want to meet my wife, then come inside. These people were feeling something wrong. It was completely dark inside. Here, as soon as Paxton turned the candle, it was a blueberry fragrance candle. And with this, these people found out that the man was lying. His wife was not at his house, and no blueberry pie was being made there. After feeling something wrong, these people pretend to call the church. But this man was not an amateur player. He tells them that the walls of his house are made of metal inside, and the sounds here also do not go out. When they realize that they are trapped here, then Sister Bernice said that we should talk to that man. Maybe he will let us go from here. These people went ahead and followed him to a room. This room was made exactly like a church. As soon as they came, they told that man that we have to go to the church. Please let us go. The man replied that I did not imprison you here. The front door will open in the morning because there is a timer on it. If you want, you can use both the back doors to get out of here. He was surprised that who sets a timer on the door. Anyway, as soon as he opened a door to go out, he was going out of the basement. He did not feel better to go. And when he opened the second door, he was also going out of the basement. And now he felt that this man had deliberately trapped him here. The scene is cut, and we are shown to the father, who was very worried that the sisters had not returned yet, and they go out to find them. Now they did not ask him to go out, because they knew that this man would not let them go out of here. That man normally starts talking to them, and shows them a game called Monopoly. and shows them other games like Petron, who had the same way of playing but their names were changed. Here Bernice was shown a letter opener, which she picked up and hid it with him to use in difficult times. Now this man started talking and said, "Look, all these games are the same. The way they play is also the same. Still people buy them and play with great joy." After this, he puts the holy books of 3 trillion on the table in front of him and tells him that I have read these 3. The same things are written in these 3, which meant that only 1 trillion is right, and the other trillion has copied the previous